Fine,
Good,
thank
teacher.
you.
How are you?
Yeah. How am I? Okay, I am great actually. To have a class with you guys. Okay. Today, why Theo? You're smiling away. Okay, today we are going to focus on writing. Still on writing, but writing an article. So, have you done your previous work on writing a story?
Done, teacher.
Done. Okay,
Not yet.
Alhamdulillah. Not yet. Okay, try to finish it. Because after this, we are going to write an article. Okay, ready? I'm going to present now.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, tell me.
Yeah.
And I forget. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. That's why you have to be to respond in my class. Okay. Welcome to Teacher Saida Zura's Gmeet class. Okay. So today we are going to focus on article writing. Okay, what is an article? What is an article? Can somebody tell me in their own words? What is an article?
Information.
Yeah, to give information. So we look here. Thank you, Theo. Okay, we look here. An article is a piece of writing, usually intended for publication in a newspaper, magazine, or journal. Okay, hold on. Your friend is coming in. I need to edit. Okay. Alright, back to our presentation. Okay, article. What is an article? It's a piece of writing intended for publication in a newspaper, magazine, or journal. It is usually written intended for a wide audience. Therefore, it is essential to be able to attract and retain the reader's attention. However, styles and types of article have different variations, such as straight news, amusing feature stories, opinionated news, and so on. Regardless of the style and types, there should always be an element of truthfulness to it. It must also contain relevant facts and information to the topic at hand. Okay, so at least you know, like Theo said just now, it is to give information. So information, it is publicized in the newspaper or magazine or journals. Okay, hold on. Your friend is coming in. Okay, so here, how do you write the article you are going to use here? It can be either formal or informal, depending on the audience. So the audience plays a very important role here. Okay, since the article could possibly be published in a publication, it must be informative, then information, okay, and must be written in an interesting or entertaining manner in order to captivate the reader's attention. So it is to attract the readers to read your article, okay. If you look at it in another perspective, an article is in a less formal style than that of a report, since there are no need for graphs, does not use bullet points and sections. So here, reports and article is not the same, it's different, okay? So look here again. An article is usually written to spread news or spread information. But more than that, it also describes an event, person, experience, and etc. It can also be written with the intention of sharing a balanced opinion about a certain topic. Articles are useful sources of information as well as entertainment. In a journalistic point of view, there are quite a few types of article, namely news article, feature articles, sports articles, editorial articles, and so on. Although these articles use different approaches and have varying standards, the one thing in common about them is that they are based on facts. So your article should have some facts inside there. Okay. Therefore, articles are factual pieces of writing that can inform, entertain, describe, persuade, etc. the readers. As mentioned, the different types of articles may enforce different standards. Thus, it can be either be a short or lengthy article. In addition to that, articles are the different writings you usually read in a publication. So normally you read articles in a newspaper or magazines. Okay, next. This is a sample article. The topic is cell phones in our schools. Okay, can I have a volunteer to read this?
Me.
Who is me? Adriana? Is that you?
Yes.
Okay, can you please read it?
The whole ke teacher?
When you were a kid,
When you were a kid, did you ever have call your teacher 10 ke tu?
Your mother.
Have 10 call.
Okay. When you cannot see, is it? Okay. How am I going to enlarge this? Can I use slideshow? Oops. Alright, where is it? Back to the... Okay, can you see this? Adriana, can you see this?
Yes, teacher.
Is it clearer?
Macam it's not je.
It's not, alah.
Teacher zoom lah.
Okay.
Teacher zoom.
Hold on, hold on.
Much better.
Yeah, thank you. So can you read it for us? Cell phones in our schools.
When you were a kid, did you ever have to call your mother and the school wouldn't let you? Kids today still have to call their mother sometimes, but they school won't let them. School have become much more strict about the phones, even when it is an emergency sometimes. So that's why it would be a great thing if schools would let us have cell phones in school. Cell phones have been an issue in schools ever since they become a bug thing amongst teenagers. 6th grade Amber H says, there could be an emergency that no one's know about, and there might not be time to reach a phone. In a lot of schools, teachers take it too far. They take students' cell phone even when they are using them, and they are turned off and hidden so they don't disturb anybody. Teachers shouldn't be allowed to take cell phones when they aren't even bothering anyone. They are put on silent and they are hidden from other classmates. Just 2 years ago in October, a girl took the case to the Supreme Court. She had her cell phone taken away. It was in her backpack, turned off, not disturbing anyone when the teacher saw it and took it away, and she never had it returned to her. I wasn't using it, and the teacher saw it in my backpack and confiscated it. I tried to explain that I had to have it for later that day when my practice was over, but she wouldn't listen. So students bring their cell phones to school for reasons like that, only to have the other teachers confiscate it. Imagine that you're living in Lower Manhattan and your child goes to school nearby. It's September 11th, 2001. You are working quietly and suddenly you hear a loud bang and look out windows to see the North Tower of the Twin Towers in flames. At your child's schools, they have been alert. Suddenly, the intercom comes and principal's voice blurred over the speaker. Students, get off your phones and call your parents immediately. They could they could use the school's phones, but not only then the lines to use the phones is the first person finds out the lines are dead. Sure, they could use the cell phone, and the very few students brought to school, but so many students using 5 or 6 cell phones wouldn't you think that community would die out? Sorry to say.
Okay.
How a child reach their parents to tell them that they are okay.
Okay.
They can't. They can't. They cannot.
Yeah.
They can't in emergency. It's very important to have a way for a child to reach their parents. 6th grade, Mimi W says, we need them in school because it was an emergency and we couldn't use the school phones for one reasons or another. We couldn't pull teacher the blank.
Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, which one? This one. We need them in school, is it?
We need them in school because
if there was an emergency,
school, we could pull out the cell phones.
Yeah,
anything can happen in our world today, and having a cell phone with a child at all times could save their life.
Okay.
Cell phones should be allowed in school, but they are not. They keep a child in touch with their parents and are easy to keep up with. They can even save lives. Please let cell phones be allowed in schools. Sorry.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Adriana. Okay, I know this is a bit long for an article, and it is what you call that? It is in small letters, right? So you might get hard to while reading it. Okay. Okay. Now the cell phones in our school. So today, the writer writes about, is it important to use cell phone in schools? Okay, and the writer state also some facts about using cell phone in school. Okay, put examples of how essential is to bring handset in the school. Okay, next, this is a sample article. So the next one is also a sample one article about, Okay. The next one is an article for school magazine. Okay, it is about overweight issues. This is popular among the teenagers now, right? Okay, I read it for you guys. Okay, eat and eat. Okay, nowadays, many teens are overweight and unfit. Many surveys have found out that more and more young people suffer from obesity, damaging their health. Therefore, stop eating too much. That is not alone about your appearance, but also about your health. Okay. Lack of sports is a major problem causing teenagers overweight. Without consumption of calories, they will accumulate in your body. Then you will get fatter and fatter. Unfortunately, most young people love playing video games and computer rather than sports. Is that you guys? Okay, of course, the intake of the diet cannot be cancelled out. Overweight body is resulted eventually. Another reason is due to high content of calories in the diet. Eat too much calories is harmful as they will deposit in our blood vessels. This is science, right? Okay, spectrum of science, right? Okay, this leads to fat bodies and then heart disease. Okay, youngsters are under stress as the schoolwork is so busy. Eating candies and snacks is a common method to relieve pressure. However, it is unwise because candies and snacks doom you to gain weight easily. In fact, we can only use one rule to solve the problem. The uptake should be always greater than the intake. Okay, playing sport is a good method to lose weight. Besides, you will feel more comfortable after playing sports. Hence, you can see it as a relaxing practice to relieve stress. To avoid the high content of calories, you should have a balanced diet. Don't eat too much of snacks. Okay? Eat much more fruits and vegetables instead of meat and carbohydrates. They also can make you feel full. Our bodies belong to us. Nobody knows it better than ourselves, and we will suffer if there is anything going wrong of our bodies. Being fit is good for our health, and hence we should keep fit from now on. Care about your body. Let's keep it fit today. Okay, so here, is it catchy? The writer writes, is it catchy enough? How is
Yes,
the...
it is.
Yeah,
It is.
by the
Yeah,
words,
I guess.
Okay, thank you for the response. Okay, she said about the overall of teenagers being overweight, and she also put in some what you call it, the causes of overweight, okay, and also to reduce and how to overcome the overweight thing. So lastly, the conclusion, and it has something that you have to ponder upon, right? So care about your body, not body, be your friends, yeah, body. Let's keep it fit today. Okay, next. Okay, hold on. I think your friend is coming in. All right. Back to our presentation. Okay. So, are you ready to write an article? Like the examples given? Okay, the learning objective for today is, by the end of the lesson, pupils will be able to recognize the format of writing an article and write an article on internet addiction independently. Okay, so now let's move on. Okay, before you write your own article, let's try to do this practice first. Okay, look at the article and do the exercise to improve your writing skill. Preparation. Do you know how to write a magazine article? Circle true or false for these sentences. Okay, number 1. An article should always be written using formal language. True or false?
Oh,
Yes, false. It can be formal. Yeah, it can be informal. Looking at the audience. Okay, looking at your audience and the topic. Yes, good. Thank you. Okay, number 2. You should use paragraphs when writing an article. Is that true or false?
True.
Okay, thank you. You have to put true because the article should be, actually your essay should be organized. So from paragraphing, it can be organized. Okay, number 3, don't express your opinion in an article. Is that true or false?
wow.
Yeah, you have to express. Yes, good. Thank you. You have to express your opinion. So it is true. It is false. Sorry. Okay. Your article should have a catchy title. Is that true or false?
True.
Yes. If you don't have a catchy title, then who is going to read, right? Okay. Next, you should ask the reader questions in your article. Is that true or false?
True.
Okay, that is true. Okay, because when you are given when you ask the reader's question, that means the reader is what do you call that? Is into your reading your article. Okay, so now we look at an article, sample article here. Your writing. We invite our readers to give their opinions by writing an article on the following subject: bullying. Okay, how serious a problem is bullying in school? Where you live. That means the place where you live now, okay? And what can be done to stop bullying at school? The best article will be published in the next issue of our magazine. So we look here. Can you guys read this one? Is it too small?
Yeah, teacher, it is too small.
Yeah, too small.
Too small. Okay, I try to change it into this. Alright, go back to the... Yes. Can you see that?
Yeah, much better.
Much better, yeah? Yeah, thank you for your response. Okay, the happiest days of your life. Is this a catchy title? the happiest day of your life?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So you are yeah, that means you are trying to figure what is his happiest day of his life? What? Okay, so this is by Jamie Field, the writer. School days should be a happy times in a young person's life. Is that true?
Yes.
Supposedly.
Supposedly. Okay. What can make people's life in misery during this time then? What is your misery now in school? I know your homeworks, right? Okay, burden, lots of homework. In my opinion, there is one word which answers this question. It's not homework, it is bullying. It is bullying. Is that bullying the happiest day of your life? So the writer put the title it's like a plot twist. Unfortunately, bullying is quite common in school where I live. It can affect students of any age, and both boys and girls. A friend of mine had a very negative experience at school last year, as an older boy continually called him names and sometimes used to post nasty messages about him on Facebook. Obviously, my friend felt very upset about this and it affected his self-confidence. Some days he didn't want to come to school at all. What can people do to stop this problem? Personally, I think teachers need to be aware that bullying may be happening in their classes and be very strict when they have a case of bullying. Another thing teachers could do is prepare lessons to talk about the problems with their pupils, which might take bullies realize how badly they hurt their victims. As for students, if they find out a classmate is being bullied, they should support them as much as possible and let a teacher know. Bullying can be a nightmare, but there are things we can do to prevent it. Hopefully, one day all students will be able to go to school without fear of being bullied. Okay. What is your opinion on this article?
It is good. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Thank you, Arena. Because I thought when I read the title, maybe Jamie is trying to write out about his happiest day in the school life, right? But it turns out differently. He is telling about bullying. So that is a catchy title. Okay. Top tips for writing. See, number 1. Use a catchy title to get people interested. So this is a very catchy title. Okay. Next, the blue ones. Ask direct questions to get readers' attention. See, what can make people's life a misery during this time? So you are trying to involve your reader inside the article. Okay. Then what can people do to stop this problem? Okay. Next, use opinion adverbs to introduce your points. Okay. Unfortunately, obviously, personally, hopefully. So this is actually some sort of cohesive devices also. Okay, give a real life example or talk about personal experience. So the purple, the pink one is about a real life experience. A friend of mine. Okay. Next, number 5, choose a neutral or informal style depending on the audience. Last, divide your ideas into clear paragraphs. So you need to have paragraphs. Okay. Next. Oops, sorry. Okay, can you see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now check your understanding. Circle the best option to complete these sentences. Okay, number 1. If you listen carefully, you can answer this. Okay. Number 1, the writer thinks a person's school life, which one?
Can be miserable by bullying.
Yes, thank you, Adriana. Can be made miserable by bullying. Okay, number 2, bullying is?
Common.
Yeah, thank you. Common in the writer's experience. Number 3, the writer's friend was bullied.
At school.
At school and online.
Yeah, thank you the rest of you guys. Dennis, Amalina. Okay, was bullied at school and online. Okay, Facebook, right? So next, the boy was being bullied, had a very
Bad.
experience. Thank you. Next, number 5, the writer thinks.
Teachers.
Yeah, teachers could do more about this problem. Last but not least, number 6.
Parents.
Parents.
Students. Oh.
Which one? Okay. Students.
Yeah.
Teacher.
Yeah, you miss out the last one, right? Hopefully, okay. Which one? As for students here, so it talks about the students. So now here, students can also support people who are being bullied. Alright, students, yeah. Okay, check your writing. Write the words in the correct order to make questions. Okay.
What is exactly bullying?
Thank you very much, Adriana, again. What is exactly bullying, or what exactly is bullying?
Okay,
Which one?
What is?
Which one? Which one? What exactly is bullying, or what is exactly bullying? Which one?
What is
Bullying.
What exactly is bullying? Okay? Yeah. Okay. Next, number 2. Which one comes first?
Why do bullies behave like this?
Why do
Bullies behave like this.
bullies behave like this? Okay, I heard that Amalina say and Adriana, right? Okay, thank you very much. Correct. Number 3.
What are the consequences of bullying?
Yeah, what are the consequences of bullying? Okay, thank you. Number 4.
Should you tell?
Should you tell a parent or your teacher?
Yeah, should you tell a teacher or parents, or should you tell a parents or teacher? Okay, either or can acceptable. Okay, thank you, Theo. Number 5. Last. What can people
What can people do?
What do people can to stop bullying?
What can
What can people do to stop bullying?
yes, Amalina, you got it right. What can people do to stop bullying? Okay. Come check your understanding in the cohesive devices here. Alright. Complete the gaps with a word from the box. Okay. Which one?
Unfortunately,
yes. Unfortunately, bullying is quite common in many schools. Number 2.
Surprisingly, basically.
Basically, okay, good. There are 3 types of bullying: physical, verbal, and social. Number 3.
surprisingly.
Obviously.
Obviously.
You and Danish got it right. Obviously, people who are being bullied often feel really upset about it. Okay, number 4.
Surprisingly.
Yes,
Surprisingly.
good. Surprisingly, research shows that teachers only notice 1 in 25 bullying incidents. Last,
Personally.
when you talk about your opinion, you can say personally, I think teachers could do more to stop bullying. Okay, next. Can we discuss a bit about this? How serious a problem is bullying where you live? You live in Puncak Alam, right? So is it a serious problem? Is bullying a serious problem? No. Okay. Why do
Not
you say
really.
no? Not really. Why do you say no?
I would say yes, by mentally.
Or mentally, yeah. It is not bullying as
verbally.
verbally, yes, right. Not physically, yeah. So what can be done to stop verbally style of bullying in school?
Educate. Give them self-awareness so that they're aware how bad it
Yeah.
can dislike someone.
Yeah, yes, very true. So you can give them a awareness campaign, right? Yeah, talk about them. Okay, that's why you have your PRS, right? Pembantu. Rakan sebaya. Okay. Alright. So, okay, this is the article just now. This is your article that you are going to write. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Your writing. We invite our readers to give their opinions. So you are going to give your opinions, yeah? By writing an article of the following subject. What is the subject? Internet addiction. Okay, internet addiction. Okay, how serious is the problem among young people where you live? And what can be done about it? Okay, the best article will be published in the next issue of our magazine. So this is the instruction. So from looking at the instruction, what do you have to do? What do you have to cover?
About internet addiction.
Yeah, so there's two things that you have to cover here. What are they?
How serious the problem is.
Yes, you have thank you. You have to grade how serious is the problem, and you have to give suggestions on what can be done to solve it. Okay? Next. Yeah. Oops, sorry. So I can put the reading view. Okay. Your writing. We invite. Okay. This is the question just now. So an overview. I put it here. An overview for you guys to have an idea of what you have to write. Okay. When you talk about internet, it is social media, right? Am I right? No. Am I right or not?
Wait, what did you say, teacher? Wait, what did you say?
Okay, just now I said, if we talk about internet, it is focusing on the social media. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah, mostly, yeah. Social media. Okay, what is social media? Social media is a computer-based network that enables people to interact with friends, families through an internet connection. So that is social media. Okay, social media sites are the most visited website in comparison to any other websites. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, people chat and share pictures, videos, audios, views, opinions, activities, and etc. Okay, it becomes an addiction. When it becomes an addiction? So it's quite what do you call that? Frustrating, right? When habit becomes an addiction, right? When people start to spend more and more time on social networking sites. Why? What happens when they spend more and more time? Adults start showing low productivity at work. Okay, this is just an overview. Okay, come, we look at the next one. The next slide. Okay, what is internet addiction? First, you have to give the meaning or definition of internet addiction. So I look up in the Google just now. It stated that internet addiction is characterized by excessive or poor control preoccupations, urge or behaviors regarding computer use and internet access that lead to impairment or distress. Okay. This is from the internet. Okay. What do you know about the internet addiction?
Someone who can solve yourself.
Okay. Thank you, Adriana. So the question asked here is about internet addiction. So, how serious and what can be done? So here, I put it here, effects of an internet addiction. Ways to control the internet addiction. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing this. I'm going to ask you guys to read something.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, is it actually an addiction? Internet? Okay, when you look here, the writer said, everyone has things they love to do regularly. There's generally not much to worry about in having habits that don't cause harm or distress. For example, are you playing video games? Okay, playing video games for a few hours on Saturdays or regularly scoping the sale rack at nostrum. Okay, I'm not sure about this. Maybe a Shopee kind of thing. Okay, doesn't mean you have a video game or shopping addiction. Okay, but where is the line between a habit and addiction? When a habit becomes addiction, then it is okay. So here, what is a habit? A habit is something you regularly do, usually because you have practiced it or incorporated it into your routine. Doing the dishes after dinner is an example of a good habit. Okay, but habits can also involve things like chewing your nails when you are stressed. Did you do that?
No. You.
Okay, that is habit. Habits can have positive habits, good habits, and bad habits too, right? So here, look at an addiction. States here, an addiction involves engaging in a behavior or consuming a substance because you feel a reward in doing so. With an addiction, you might know the behavior or substance is harmful to you, but you are unable to stop it. Here, this is where what is addiction is. It is harmful to you, but you are unable to stop it. It's like drug addiction, right? You try it one first, then it becomes habit, then it becomes addiction because you cannot stop. But here, we are not talking about drugs. We are talking about internet. Alright. Okay, back to our presentation just now. So at least you have an idea of what to do in your writing. I give you so many information here for you guys to have an idea of what you have to write. Okay, back presenting the PowerPoint. Okay, at least you know what is internet addiction. So you write it in your own words. Okay. Now, how serious? So this is the effect of internet addiction. You have body aches, carpal tunnel syndrome. Oh my, this is very factual. Insomnia, vision problems, and weight gain. Obesity is here also. Loss. Weight gain or loss. Are just some of the physical problems one may suffer as a result of an internet addiction. Next, you have emotional effects also. May include depression, dishonesty, anxiety, social isolation, aggression, and mood swing. So if you cannot look up, if you cannot view your WhatsApp or your Telegram every day, you are feeling mood swing. Okay, you are feeling very mad. Okay, that is internet addiction. Okay, next, ways to control the internet addiction. Okay, these are the ways that I give you some of the ideas here. Okay, you can curb internet addiction by self-controlling. So you block out distracting websites. So let's say you try to block out. That means you block the distracting website that are coming into your browser. Okay, then you concentrate and focus on single task. That means you limit your attention to a single application at a time, and limit your time. Okay, here time out meanings you have to remind yourself to take regular breaks. Let's say you have online class from 8 to 1:40. So make sure you have a break for a while. Okay, then you cover the rest. Okay, break for a while, then you cover at night. Let's say you have other Gmeet session. Okay, you have to have time out. Next, how to curb internet addiction? By engaging yourself with the community. For example, do outdoor activities with your friends. So, go to Royo. Okay. What do you do now? Sports. Okay. So now, the next slide. Okay, last. When you do your conclusion, you have to give the readers something to ponder. Make sure it is catchy too. Okay. Last, the checklist. Okay, let's see the checklist. Wow. Okay, I'm reading the headlines only. The essential information about writing articles. Okay, The reader is identified. That means you have to know your audience. Who is your audience? Okay, so your language should refers to your audience, whether it is formal, semi-formal, or informal. Okay. Next, number 2, it needs to be attention-getting. That means your catchy headlines. Okay, reader's interest is your title. Okay. Next, it has to be interesting. Of course, every essay should have the element of interesting there. Okay. So you have to develop your point interesting. Okay, organized. Okay. Next, it should be easy to read. Make sure your language is what do you call that? Easy for the reader to read. Okay, then they can explore and they can read more. Okay. Next, there should be a good ending. Okay, I'm going to read this. Okay, the difference with an essay and an article is that in an essay you need to sum up. Remember, you need to sum up the points you have made in the entire write-up in your conclusion. That means when writing an essay, you have to sum up your points. Okay, before that. But in an article, there is no need for that. Wow. Okay. The best way to end your article is to give the reader something to ponder, even after reading the entire of the article. Yeah. So you can ask a question there. Okay. Most of the times, the best ending link back to the starting point in some way. You can ask a question or some powerful or impactful sentence that will make your reader think about what they have read. Okay, your ending should be a good one. Still catchy. Title catchy, ending catchy. Alright. Okay, here I'm sharing you the 15 keywords for all English language essays. Okay, when you have this, inshallah, your language will be in a higher band. Okay, try to do this. Try to use this. However, whereas, contrary, conversely, alternatively. Okay, this is for other perspective. Try to use this also. Irrefutably, undeniable, inevitable, unquestionable. This is no doubt. Okay. Beneficial, detrimental, advantageous. Okay, this is good or bad. Consequently, subsequently, this is for result. Okay, when you're writing for a result. Significant, notable, significant, notable, trivial, substantial. This is for interest, to gain interest. Okay. Nevertheless, additionally, furthermore, this is adding. Okay. Realistic, unrealistic. This is maybe possible. Okay. Similarly, likewise, pulls apart. Okay. Next, eradicate, promote. Okay, this is add or remove. Okay, next, you have so many here, right? Exception, initially, since, afterwards, yes, yes, wow, yesteryears. Oh, I've never used this before. Okay, so use these 15 words set in all your essays and observe the improvement in your essay writing. Okay, last but not least, all the best in your writing an article about internet addiction. Okay, any question? Are you there?
Yes,
Kita dengar Shopee je.
Dengar Shopee je.
itulah tu.
Okay, tu dengar juga kan. Okay, so now you are going to write an article. Okay, article about internet addiction. Okay, the word limit. Yes, thank you very much, Kurato. The word limit is 200 to 250 words. It is in your part 3. It is in your
surat
part
khabar
3.
teacher.
It is in your part 3, yeah? Question paper writing part 3. So it is whether an article a review or
So macam story.
write a story. Yes, sama saja. Waduh, kenapa Helmi? Waduh. Alright, dishonesty. Confirm budak Among Us. Baru saya baca, sorry. Okay, anything else you want to ask, or you have some, what do you call that, some curiosity about the title given, or you want other titles?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Fine, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to find the best and the interesting title for you guys actually. Hope you guys can write excitingly. Okay, till we meet again. Thank you. Teacher Aida Zura is signing off. Bye. Assalamualaikum.